कृपया ध्यान दें, गाड़ी की गति की दिशा में पहला डिब्बा महिलाओं के लिए आरक्षित है।
Few years ago, when I shifted to Delhi, I saw something unusual. It was my first ride from Okhla to Connaught place, and the metro compartment I entered in was full of people sitting and standing together, but in their own zone of space, isolated from the world. Few were dozing, and the rest were glued to their phones, head buried in their screens, earphones in, and fingers scrolling. The train would stop at every station with the announcement of the station name. People would get off the train and the new horde of people would get in. But everyone was lost in their own world. No one would look up or talk to each other. All I could hear were the announcements and the sound of the darting metro train. Being brought up in a city where people tend to socialize with each other and don't need a reason to chat or I felt like an alien there. It felt like for every person in the metro, rest of the people didn't exist. Okay, it was surprising at first, but very soon I got used to it, and within a few months, I became one of them. So I too started commuting in my own space, looking in my phone's screen, time scrolling through the feed, and sometimes just playing the Candy Crush. Well, why am I telling you this? I'm trying to make a very important point here. See, we are the most connected generation there has ever been in the history of the world. We can do almost anything, anytime from our phone just by sitting in our home. With just one click, you can video call your friends and family living oceans apart. You can share your videos and photos on the social media with others, and also you can see what's going on in the life of others by just scrolling an app. With just a tap on your phone, you can get anything you need delivered to your home the same day. But why a generation like us living with the best tools and technologies to connect is also the loneliest generation that has ever been? If you look at the research, you will find that a large number of people in most parts of the world do not just feel unhappy but lonely and depressed. There can be different factors that are causing this, but most factors lie in the way we are living. No matter which city we belong to, whatever we do, wherever we live, we all are slowly becoming like the group of commuters in that metro. Slowly contemplating small talks, boredom, everything has been replaced by our phone's screen. Even on festivals, we prefer to wish by sending forwarded WhatsApp messages instead of meeting in person and celebrating together. Whether commuting or waiting for a friend at a bar or even with family and friends, we all have learned to avoid conversations with the people around us and to be hooked to our cell phones. See, individually, this way of living looks innocuous, but its collective weight is something to be worried about because slowly it's leaving us in a state where there is misery and loneliness. We are happy with thousands of followers in social media, but no friends in real life. So instead of looking at your follower count, we should ask ourselves a very important question, and that is how many friends do we have in real life who we can turn to in a crisis. As a humans, we have a history of ancestors who were very good at bonding and socializing. That's how they evolved so much. We have not evolved to talk just through screens. As humans, we need exposure to the natural world, a need to be seen, and a need to interact in real life. So let's take some time off from our phone's screen, start reconnecting with people and with ourselves. Until next time.